to thank the Honorable Minister for Youth, Sport and Development, Chief Sunday Akindari, our special guest of honor. Thank you very much for coming. It's been a wonderful tournament that started 2022.
Well, just to take you back there, well, when it comes to sport, Nigerians always very good in any sport they find themselves there. That's cricket. Welcome you on the show, Sports Update on Troost TV. Adeni G. Looking at those young lads playing the under-19 cricket, sometimes back at the MK Abela Stadium at the Oval, you're just surprised how good we are in cricket. We know that Kenyans of this world, when it comes to Africa, they dominated that particular sport so far. South Africa and worldwide, you look at Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka of this world, very good in this sport. But right now, we are really growing. Talking about cricket, the Cricket Federation of Nigeria are really working hard to see how they can propagate this sport, especially the ladies are giving them much support to see how that sport can grow in Nigeria. Also, we brought to you there that sport, cricket. Every time, not about football, we have Nigerians who are into skating, who are into basketball, volleyball. The one you just saw is cricket. A lot of them that are into taekwondo, not forgetting judo or karate. Not everyone will play soccer. We know that's a beautiful bride, but we have to support other sports. And we must also at least remember that all of them are very, very important. Sports can really mop out so many vices in our society if we give much attention to sport. Like Senator Shehu Sani said, a former member of the National Assembly said, well, if federal government should put more fund into sport, a lot of issues that are actually confronting us will go down because the youth will be very busy and they will also be making money for themselves, breadwinner for their families, and making Nigeria proud across the globe. Well, just a food for thought there concerning sport development in Nigeria. All right, now we talk about the first story on the show that has to do with sport minister getting to visit all the Team Nigeria will be going to Ghana for the African Games. The 30th African Games is coming up, and now our sport minister, John Owa Eno, visit teams, Nigerian training camps to motivate athletes. They need that pep talk for them to do well, and also assuring them concerning their welfare. That first thing, they need to allow them getting what they are working for, not to allow the sweat to dry up concerning them participating for Nigeria in different events that they will be showcasing their talent for Nigeria. Good one for the minister to have done this. At least they'll be motivated that someone with that level coming to their camp to talk to them, pep talking them to see how they can do well concerning the African Games ahead of that. Right now, let's listen to what the minister told the athletes when he actually visited them.
How hardworking that you do. It's not about the coach telling you to do that. It's about you and the determination and your skill. So I pray for all of us. I pray for our country. This is the time to work so that we can celebrate your comeback, isn't it? Yes, sir. So thank you, everyone.
Can see how happy the athletes are there. Really, they feel so good for the fact that the minister came to them. It's always very easy when you see the top maybe politician or leaders out there going to those ones that are below them. At least talk to them, let them feel that they are also very important. I'm very, very sure this pep talk that he had with this set of athletes right now will go a long way to spur them into action, because they will believe that if the minister could actually come to our camp, that means they know that we are doing something. They know that we are here practicing ahead of the African Games. And since he came around to see us, we want to give our best to this competition coming up in Ghana. For Team Nigeria, we are hoping that they will do us proud. Earlier on today, we had the NOC PRO who actually gave us insights to all the plans concerning the NOC that has to do with Nigeria, Team Nigeria, ahead of the Olympics and also the African Games. And we believe that our team will do us proud in these competitions coming up in Ghana and also in Paris, France. We're talking about Team Nigeria there. We know that they've done so well when it comes to different sporting activities. The para athletes have also done us so well. You look at them doing so well in para wrestling, para weightlifting, and so many other para sports. So we have to celebrate them for what they are doing, and for the able-bodied athletes, they are also doing us proud. The likes of Tobi Amushon, Ese Brume, Rutu Soro, not forgetting all of them that have so far qualified. We have the Tigress. They've done the business of picking the Olympic ticket. And right now, we are looking at other teams that are still warming themselves up to see how they can qualify for the Olympics there. Just to give you updates concerning that, right now we talk about another story. But this time around, we cross over to football and we talk about our MVP player of AFCON. His name is Troost Ekong. Ekong right now, news came out that he's injured after we saw how he played fantastically at the Nations Cup. AFCON MVP Troost Ekong to undergo surgery in Finland. And right now, news coming in or featuring in says that injury, some are saying it's going to be to the end. Rather, it will be out for the rest of the season. But it's possible that it might not be as long as the news is flying around. Hopefully, the young man will actually get himself well quickly, wishing him quick recovery. Why that a particular surgery will be successful, as we pray for him. He did so well at AFCON. In fact, a lot of Nigerians never expected Troost Ekong to dominate that competition, for him to win the MVP. Attention was in so many other players, but alas, he was the one that did it. He was the standing captain for Ahmed Musa there. Well, good one for Ekong. We hope that he gets well quick, and we wish him the best quick recovery concerning the injury sustained. Very sure that injury came from AFCON. And right now, he will be having the surgery done precisely. That should be coming up in Finland. Wishing him a quick recovery as he gets to at least recover there. Talking about Troost Ekong that got injured. Still talking about a Nigerian athlete right now. Well, we quickly go on a short break to let you have a feel of some, at least a game from Nigerian League. Sporting Lagos. They also apply their trade in the MPFL. They are newcomers. At least they have the battle of fire right now that has to do with the MPFL. Let's have a look between that match that has to do with Sporting Lagos. We'll be right back after this timeout. A big one there, looking at that particular game. Very interesting match between Sporting Lagos and Kano Pillars. You look at those games, really, always interesting to watch our games at times. Just that we need to work on some of the pitches. This one's even very, very beautiful, at least TV friendly. There are so many pitches that are not supposed to be approved, and that's another angle that the organizer of MPFL needs to look at right now. We look at NWFL also. Some pitches are not really too good. In fact, the footballers are really trying. So something must be done concerning pitches. It's either we have just few ones that are good enough, and then let's use that instead of having a lot of them and they are not just even friendly enough for the player, let alone the sight that it brings to the screen. Talking about football right now, we talked about Troost Ekong earlier, that he will be having his surgery over there in Finland, and also the Minister of Sports, Owan Eno, visiting Team Nigeria and their various camps in Abuja to at least give them that particular morale booster for them to prepare ahead of the games coming up in Ghana. But right now, we'll be looking at a story that came out that has to do with Everton. Sometimes back, they were deducted 10 points for issues that we do with profitability. We look at that story. Everton 10-point deduction reduced to 6 following appeal verdict. Verdict came out that that particular 10 point has been reduced to 6, and now they have 4 of the points chopped off. Let's look at the appeal verdict, as they actually rolled that out earlier yesterday. Well, in all the circumstances, including relevant mitigating and aggravating factors, the appeal board considered that a 6-point immediate points deduction is appropriate and proportionate in that it is a sanction both necessary and sufficient to achieve the aims of the profitability and sustainability rules. That's what they actually penalized for, profitability and sustainability rules coming from the Independent Appeal Board. Well, that's the summary of that particular appeal board, where Everton deduction reduced to 6 points there. Right now, that has actually taken them to 6 points, because if you look at how the table is standing right now, talking about the EPL, but some of the table there, you discover that Everton, right now, they've at least the 10 point to some extent has helped them to stay afloat. Who knows? Maybe if we can have that particular table there, I'm talking about the Everton, the Premier League bottom of the table there. Well, we look at it. Everton, they have 25 points now after that particular, instead of 10 points that will have been deducted, now 4 chopped off from it. They have 6 points deducted, so they have 25 points after playing 26 matches. There's still hope for them to move up, at least get out of that relegation zone totally and move up to see how they can be in the middle of the pack. For Chelsea, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, they have to tighten their belts. Everton's really, they are coming. That particular good news coming to Everton could spur the players to action, and who knows, they can actually up their antics in the Premier League there. Well, we look at some matches coming up today or tonight in the FA Cup, La Liga, that's Copa del Rey, and also French Coupe de France. For the England teams, we have the FA Cup 5th round fixtures that has to do with Leicester City versus Bournemouth. That big match coming up. Blackburn Rovers, Newcastle United, Luton Town, Manchester City. Another big match coming up there between Man City and Luton Town. What would they be getting? Is it going to be a total walloping, or Luton will actually show their class against all fired up Manchester City? The 5th round fixtures there: Blackburn Rovers versus Newcastle United, while Bournemouth will be playing against Leicester City. Another big one coming up between the two teams. Let's see what will be happening in all these games slated for tonight in the FA Cup 5th round that will be played. And also in the Spanish Copa del Rey, a match will be coming up there. Let's look at that particular one. Spanish Copa del Rey, Sociedad versus Mallorca. That's their own match there. Who will win this game? It's between the two teams. Sociedad, we know that we have a Nigerian there, talking about our own player who couldn't make AFCON due to one thing or the other. But right now, we're playing for his team, Sociedad versus Mallorca there. Well, for Sadiq Umar, let's see, maybe his team will be able to do well against Mallorca tonight in that game coming up in the Spanish Copa del Rey. Well, for the French Coupe de France, a match will be coming up there. Olympique Lyonnais, some people call it Lyon. They take on Strasbourg. That's how we'll be playing against them in the French Coupe de France, in the version of FA Cup in England. This is it for them in French. So Lyon versus Strasbourg coming up also in French. Who will hold their own between the two teams? We wait to see who will be winning this particular encounter there between the two teams there. Just to give you update concerning matches today for this for tonight. Now that has to do with gossip or transfer gossip here and there. So many news flying around about Real Madrid going for Alfonso Davies, Mbappe, and all of them. But we have this one: Bayern, Liverpool, and Arsenal are in the race for Fulham defender Joao Palhinha. This young man has been fantastic for Fulham, but right now 3 teams, in fact, are jostling to see how they can get his signature to join them over there at the Allianz Arena. That's for Bayern Munich. For Liverpool, they are also trying to see how we can join them. And Arsenal, they are also trying to see, can they get him to the Emirates Stadium for this man called Joao Palhinha. Fulham, that will be a big money move since the 3 clubs are showing interest. They really want to jack up the price of Palhinha there. Let's see where he will be ending at least out of the 3. Will it be Liverpool, Arsenal, or Bayern, or even Chelsea? A lot of teams are really gunning for his signature, and our own expert, talking about Victor Osimhen, news have it that Chelsea, Arsenal also battling to see who will get his signature to sign for them. We wait to see. The summer is really edging closer and closer. By the end of May, then the window will open and we'll begin to see players moving here and there. But for Osimhen, Nigerians are hoping that he can get it right. Well, that's it on the show. Sport update on Trust TV. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. I'll leave you with this to end the show. Thanks for watching.
Listen to your coach. Give yourself space.
Not to Let's go, guys. Frank, control. One. Keep at the side. Keep quiet there. Guys, let's go, guys. You can do better. Mali, Mali, it's okay. Nice one. What do do? Hey. This is what. With you. That's the man. Follow you. Nice one. Hey.
Men are playing out.
Easy. Correct.
Well place, Adi. Nice. Bravo.
Hey. Nice one. Abakale. Ibrahim. That's what Dagana. Go.
You will shift it.
I know, but you should do it on time. Yes, the ball is moving.
Man, no, just stay close to our this thing.
No be going, no enter. That's our back. So, let's go there. Wipe out. Hey. Nice. You want to go to beer? Go! That's one. Hey! Go!
Don't do that.
Wow, some of your boys don't know what they are doing.
That way,
Some of your boys don't know what they are doing.
Don't talk to my boys that way.
HR is a player.
Go on. I beg you to shut your mouth. Get penalty! Rossi, red card. Not too much.
Another one.
Go! 3-2.